Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars universe has a lot to offer when it comes to all of the new Star Wars TV shows, movies, books, novels, comics, and video games. That's all going to work together to really make this brand new expanded universe work by Favreau and Filoni. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing that a lot of Star Wars fans have been very most intrigued about has a lot to do with the continuation of the Mandalorian series. As you all may have seen, the leaked footage of the trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3, it's looking amazing, it's looking well put together by John and Dave, and one can only prepare for what's about to happen with The Mandalorian Season 4, which we will be diving into today. Now, everything related to actress Gina Carano. Now, we all know what happened back in February of 2021. It was a very big, problematic situation for not just Disney, but also the Star Wars community. Now, when you look at everything of what's been going on since then, Disney has been trying to turn things around for the better, and obviously that did not go so well with the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. It did go well, however, for so far with The Bad Batch. A lot of fans seem to support that actual series, and to the point where it got a Season 2, and now we're getting Tales of the Jedi, and that looks to be the true, successful animated show over The Bad Batch, if I must add. But anyways, moving on from all of this, we have a lot of things to go over because both John and Dave are doing big things for The Mandalorian Season 4, and exactly how it is set to involve Cara Dune being portrayed by Gina Carano once again, which we've been talking about, by the way, for a little over a year now. This has been progressively moving in development of getting Gina back on board for Mando 4. They're skipping Mando 3 for specific reasons, as we stated before in the past number of months. But anyways, moving on from all of this, Cara Dune was one of the most controversial characters in the most recent Star Wars projects due to Gina Carano's firing back in February of 2021. This led to many fans leaving the Disney Plus platform for a while, and more. However, one of the big strategies that both Favreau and Filoni have planned for The Mandalorian Season 4 is for Gina Carano's Cara Dune to make a big, glorified cameo in the 4th season of the series. Now, Gina Carano has already been in the talks with John and Dave about this for a very long time now, and Disney executives are said to be welcoming her back in open arms. Favreau and Filoni have already storyboarded an entire scene dedicated to Cara Dune that is made for Gina in the upcoming season that drops sometime in 2024. One of the big scenes is set to involve Cara Dune fighting alongside both Bo-Katan and Ahsoka Tano on a catwalk that looks near similar to the scene where Kylo meets Han Solo in The Force Awakens. During this scene, there are many stormtroopers above, firing down on their position where Ahsoka Tano is using her lightsabers to deflect the blast of fire against the troopers. Now, this is where Cara, Ahsoka, and Bo-Katan run toward the exit and into a control room, where they open the gateway to Thrawn's base. This is where many members of the rebellion infiltrate Thrawn's base, taking out many dark troopers, using specialized weapons, and more. There is another storyboard that has been illustrated and finalized to be used in the 4th season that involves Cara Dune eventually facing off against a brand new villain, part of the Empire. This is described to be someone that has taken the role of Moff Gideon and his place at this point in time, as the series now takes place years later. Now, let me just stop right here, because in case you guys did not know, they have a lot of plans for Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian Season 3. There's a lot of big surprises coming our way for that actual new season and installment for that character. And Jon Favreau has said this before in the past number of weeks, that he's got a lot of big things planned for Moff Gideon and exactly what he is being pretty much, drived by. What's his drive? What's his goal with everything in the story? We're going to be learning more about that in Mando 3. However, Mando 4, given that it does take place some years later, we have this new villain. We're not quite sure exactly what he's called or who he is exactly, but the design is actually something that really stands out and could very well have a lot of hints related to the Sith Empire. So, moving forward from that, alright, The villain, however, wears a near similar outfit design to Moff Gideon, except it is all in red, where he begins to fight Cara Dune in hand-to-hand combat, and both of which using a number of weapons as well in the process. This then begins to continue where Cara Dune gains the upper hand, and fires her large blaster rifle at this new villain. One other storyboard also involves a moment before all of this happens, where Cara Dune is set to get a very emotional scene with Luke Skywalker before this battle even happens, where she talks to him about his sister, Leia. So once again, in case you guys did not know, in the canon, Cara Dune actually knows Leia quite personally, and she knows a lot about Luke Skywalker through Leia. So it only makes sense to bring these two characters together, and I think that John and Dave really have their heads on straight of staying as accurate as possible to the current Disney canon and exactly what it really means. Now, obviously, a lot of fans are going to have mixed opinions on Cara Dune returning. Some fans out there are not going to support this, some fans will. Once again, like Disney executives, are welcoming with open arms. But however, I feel, and this is just my instinct, that the Disney executives are welcoming her back more so related to revenue opportunities, because they all know that this is going to be a great opportunity for them to really enhance the merchandise of Cara Dune, and how a lot of fans are going to support that, because a lot of fans were very unhappy with what happened with Gina, let's face it. So, moving forward from all of that, alright? Now, both Cara and Luke are standing next to each other on this jungle-like world that is the location of Thrawn's base, as they are looking up to the sky at a dozen Imperial Star Destroyers coming through the atmosphere of this mysterious world that mimics the world of Pilio. Now, this is when Luke and Cara Dune walk back to meet with the group to inform the members of the rebellion to stand their ground and to prepare for battle. All of this has been finalized for Mando 4's script and is said to begin filming sometime during the end of 2023 by Favreau and Filoni. Cara Dune also holds a new design in the series, with new armor and a hairstyle sporting a ponytail this time around. Now, once again, everything related to The Mandalorian Season 4, Jon Favreau has actually told us this before a couple of weeks ago, that it's going to be darker, it's going to have a more gritty feel to it, and it's going to have a lot of revelations related to Din Djarin and Grogu. And exactly the true identity of Grogu will be explored in Mando 4. And it really makes you wonder exactly who Grogu really is. You know, we talked about this a couple videos back, that basically Filoni even said that no fan has guessed exactly what this major revelation is for Grogu. So I would love to hear your, guesses out there below in the comments, everything related to Grogu, what you think about Gina Carano, and the return of Cara Dune here in this particular battle that takes place in Mandalorian Season 4. Let me know what you guys have to say about all of this below in the comments. But overall, everything related to Thrawn being the new Thanos of Star Wars, per se, I think is great. I think it's a good move by Favreau. It gives you a new villain to look forward to, a new big bad that actually holds secrets about Palpatine. So overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.